NBA 2K25. Every year we say we're not going to play the game, we're not going to get back on it, we're not going to try and get involved with Ronnie 2K's madness. But we end up playing it. I was literally playing 10 minutes ago, I'm not going to lie. But it's mostly just part. I mean, this year, 2K24, how good is it? It's alright, I guess. The gameplay's alright, but there's not enough to the game, if you know what I mean. My careers, I know some people don't play for my career, but I enjoyed my career, and my career isn't there this year at all. There's no story at all. So you just end up playing park and playing rec constantly. And I don't know if I enjoy that as much, you know what I mean? So, the 2K ratings have dropped. Today is Monday, Bank Holiday Monday in the UK, Monday 26th of August 2024. And I believe they've dropped the final part, the final 10 players for the ratings in 2K25. And I haven't looked at any of them. I think I saw two things. I saw Darius Garland was 82 rated. And I saw that Wembanyama was in the top 20. Those were the only things I've seen. Darius Garland at 82 rating is abysmal, and you should be ashamed of yourself, 2K, putting that because he's had an injury riddled season. You can't just downgrade him by that much. 82 rating. That's pathetic. But anyways, before we get in, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe for more content. Not 2K content, I'm sorry. Not 2K content now. No. But more basketball content. We're going in to ramp it up leading up to the beginning of the season. More predictions, more rankings. And we'll get there. And when Wembanyama documentary dropped.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And Ronnie 2K, if you're watching this, give me a job. I'm just here to critique you from love. If you want to host something out here 2K related, my boy Mo does that. I know, hit me up. I ain't dissing you, Ronnie 2K. So we start right at the bottom here. We have Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels, great defender. Obviously, the ones at the bottom aren't going to matter as much. But if I see someone I think should be higher, I will say Jaden McDaniels is not the 100th best player in the league. Definitely a lot better than that. He's a better player than Keegan Murray, Derek Lively, Jalen Duren, Nick Claxton. He's better than maybe not Naz Reid, maybe not Miles Bridges. He's better than everybody here except them two, maybe. So that's questionable. 81 rated right now. Daniel Gafford, 81, maybe a little bit higher, but I don't mind that. That's my guy Gaff. If you know me, you know I'm a Wizards fan, so I'm happy with that. You've got D'Angelo Russell at 90. What a fall from grace. Remember, this guy was good. 82 last year, but now he's 81. He's below Devin Vassell. I think Devin Vassell deserves to be 81 as well. I think Devin Vassell is better than D'Angelo Russell. Chris Paul at 81. I can live with that. Obviously the regression has been extreme in his case, but I feel like he will go back to a somewhat semi-decent level now. He's playing in San Antonio with Wembanyama, whereas before he was having to fit into the Warriors system. And whilst he put up probably performed better than some of the backup point guards last year for the the year before for the Warriors, their bench minutes weren't terrible, but Chris Paul, we all know Chris Paul can do better than that, and went down from 84 all the way down to 81. Not great. Andrew Nembhard. This is all playoff push. I love Andrew Nembhard. I spoke about him before. I said he could ultimately become like a one-time All-Star or something. In his rookie year, I said this because he's fantastic player, good passer, good shooter. He's like a Tyrese Halliburton light, weirdly enough, even though he's not quite run and gun, but he can pass the ball fantastically and shoot the ball well and take over games when you need him to take over. That's what I like about him. If you need him to score a bunch of buckets, he will. RJ Barrett also at 81. I'm expecting a big leap from RJ Barrett because if he doesn't leap this season, when is he going to leap? Clay at the same rating as Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller is a lot better than Clay in my opinion. But I mean, these are all people at the bottom here. Austin Reeves isn't better than Brandon Miller. I said it, sorry Lakers fans. He's not as good as Brandon Miller. Anthony Simons as well. Mike Conley, I'm happy with that. Happy for some Mike Conley appreciation. Tank Commander this year, Cam Thomas. I can't wait for the Nets this year because I can't wait for Tank Commander Cam Thomas. When he's putting up 40 points per game, remember this video. Remember it. Kobe White probably should be higher. Put up a any other year. Tyrese Maxey isn't playing this year. He would have won the most improved player, Kobe White. So I think it's quite disrespectful to have him at 81. He's better than Ivica Zubac and Valanciunas. This is real disrespect. Darius Garland an 82 rating. Check yourself, 2K, because Darius Garland is still a fantastic passer. Cool, he has a short backcourt with Donovan Mitchell, but I think that comes down to the development of Evan Mobley. If Evan Mobley can prove to be a fantastic perimeter defender, and as Coro can come in and do a job on the perimeter as well, then we might see Cleveland do something. I know it's a really short, defenseless backcourt, but Darius Garland is a fantastic passer. I know Donovan Mitchell's a pretty decent, but both of them have, like Darius Garland's a good scorer, fantastic passer. Donovan Mitchell's a good passer, fantastic scorer. So they can work off each other there. It's just the defensive incapabilities that might hold them back a little bit. Jeremy Grant, another Tank Commander there. Herb Jones, love him. That is, Herb Jones is in my top 3 candidates for DPOI this year. You'll see my predictions at the beginning of the season, but I can't wait to see what Herb Jones can do defensively this year. Josh Hart, I guess he performed well in the playoffs, but 82. I even think Alex Caruso is a bit high there. I know he's one of the most useful players in the league, Alex Caruso, but he shouldn't be higher than Darius Garland. Shouldn't be higher than maybe he should be higher than Kobe White, but Darius Garland, nah. DeAndre Ayton, 83, stayed the same. I thought he'd go down. He had some good performances this season, but I still think his performances have declined. I think it's been worse. I think Desmond Bane did not deserve to go down. What? Desmond Bane went down? That's pathetic, 2K. That's ridiculous. MPJ, 83 still. Kuzma says the same, 83. Draymond should have went down. Definitely. Temperament. Pertaining to temperament, should have went down. But now we're out of the greens. Obviously, Tyler Hero should be higher. Tyler Hero should be 84, I think. Tyler Hero. Zach LaVine probably should be higher. But if Zach LaVine can't show he can lead a team to anything, then what's the point? I think they should have traded him. But obviously, he ended his own season. He decided he wants to go on his terms, I guess, and not go to Detroit. But where are you from? Washington, Michigan. What's the difference? Miles Turner. Good season for Miles Turner. Good, deserved an upgrade. Aaron Gordon, one of the best role players in the league. CJ McCollum, should be 82. I think CJ McCollum is as good a player as Alex Caruso. I think CJ McCollum is as good a player as Jalen Suggs. 84 is way too high for CJ McCollum. Jared Allen had a decent season. I think he should have stayed at 83, but 84 is alright because he has tendencies. He has all-star tendencies. You'll see that in him all the time. Damn, 84 for James Harden. We're forgetting the stats James Harden put up this year. He got 20 plus points, 10 plus assists. I made that up. I don't know. I hope I'm right. No. Fred VanVleet put up an okay season. Fred VanVleet's problem is he can only score from 3. That's his main issue, and he isn't a fantastic scorer from 3, and he's okay. Like, he's not good enough an inside scorer to say he's a good scorer from the inside. But I am looking forward to the elevation of the guy above him, Jalen Green. I'm happy with him being an 84 rated this year, but this is the season to boom Jalen. But Jalen Green, 84 rated, I don't mind. OG Anunoby, this is a player, one of the best defensive players in the league. If you're talking pound for pound, one of the best defensive players in the league. Probably pound for pound, second best defender in the league. Jalen Suggs, maybe. Pound for pound, I'd say second best defender in the league. Mikal Bridges, obviously in New York now, had a bit of a down year. I can accept him going down by 2. But even so, he's going to start at the 2 next to Jalen Brunson this year. And I can't wait for the New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. Chris Middleton stays the same. Should have probably went down. Bradley Beal went down. Rudy Gobert went up. I guess DPOI. I think Rudy Gobert stayed the same. I think he's stayed as good as he was before. The problem with this Minnesota Timberwolves before was never Rudy Gobert's defensive impact. It was Karl Anthony Towns' defensive liabilities that were ruining the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert I don't think he had a better defensive year. I just think he stayed the same and people didn't notice it, but they only noticed it now because the Minnesota Timberwolves have performed at a higher level, at a higher stage as well. So, questionable. Alvin Sengun, my dog. That's an all-star, all-NBA player in Julius Randle, 85. I think he should probably be higher than Scotty Barnes, but Scotty Barnes had a great season as well. 86 for Evan Mobley. Ooh, played good towards the end of the playoffs, not throughout the whole playoffs, towards the end of the playoffs. If we're talking potential, yeah, but overall, nah. DeJounte Murray should not have gone up by 2 ratings. DeJounte Murray should be an 84, 85 rating. I think he's going to do well in New Orleans, but I don't think he had a good season. I think him and Trae Young butt heads like that, and DeJounte Murray hasn't showcased how good of a defender he was in San Antonio. He just hasn't been that level of defender. People say it's Trae Young is too much of a defensive liability. No, DeJounte Murray just hasn't been good defensively. 86, Derek White had a good season. I don't know when we're gonna. At what point do we do role players? Like, what's the cap for role players in rating? I'd say 87, so I can live with Derek White 86. I'd say maybe he could go to 87. Franz Wagner, good season for him. Cade gone up. It's his situation. We all know that Detroit isn't a good situation, so I'll allow him. I would have probably only gone up to 85, but fairs. Jaren Jackson Jr. up and down season for Jaren Jackson Jr. But Jar's back this year, so we'll see. I wonder where they have Jar in this. Where would they have Jar? Jamal Murray went down. Nah, it's 87. I can accept 87. 87 for Jamal's alright. No worries for that. I was gonna say he went down, but I didn't know he was an 88. Jamal Murray was an 88 rating. That's stupid. I know you want to chip, but Kristaps Porzingis 87 went up, had a good season. Chet Holmgren 87, big jump from 77 last year. Good defensive year, good offensive year. Obviously projected his team, made his team a lot better. Same with Jalen Williams. I would have probably put them same rating though. I don't know why DeMar DeRozan has gone up. I think DeMar DeRozan leaving benefits the Chicago Bulls, but he's in Sacramento now. We'll see. Drew Holiday says 87. I think he deserves an upgrade, but I don't think he deserves an 88 rating. LaMelo Ball going up is dumb. LaMelo Ball hasn't showcased. He's fantastic. LaMelo Ball is so good. He's Hollywood. He's destined to play for the Lakers. But you have to stay fit. If you can't stay fit, you don't deserve an upgrade at all. Pascal, good season for Pascal. Not a fantastic season, but good season. Karl Anthony Towns at 88. I think that's a little bit too high. Maybe a little bit too high for Cat. But he had a good season. He did have a really good season last season. Zion gone down to 88. When he plays, he's good. When he plays, he's amazing. But it's when he plays. That's the problem. He had to play a decent amount of games this year. Now he has a beard. Who knows how it turns out. Domas, Domantas Sabonis, I think he should be 90 rated. If we're looking up there, and I can see Ja Morant is 90 rated, I think Domantas Sabonis could hit the 89, 90 rate. I think he's as good as Damian Lillard, Domantas Sabonis. I know a lot of people like to hate on him, but Domantas Sabonis was legitimately a MVP candidate this year. Top 10 MVP candidate this year. So to say Domantas Sabonis doesn't deserve 90 rated, I don't know how I feel about that. De'Aaron Fox, I think he should have went down, had a bit of a down year this year, De'Aaron. But I can live with 88. Another player, questionable DPOI candidate there, Bam. I know a lot of people say it's his time. Tyrese Maxey, fantastic season, did deserve his 4+ upgrade. I'm happy with that. I'm really ecstatic with Tyrese Maxey's performance this year. Now he's got Paul George, another wing to him. We're going to see him maybe elevate more in his playmaking. His playmaking took a massive jump this year, but we're going to see it go up even more, and I can't wait for it at all. And he's going to be able to defer more and score more because he's got 2 all NBA quality players next to him. Big three. It's a big three, really, truly. It's a big three. 3 all-stars. Trae Young, 89 rated. People forget how good People don't forget. People don't like to acknowledge how good Trae Young's seasons have been. They've been absolutely stupendous. But because he's Trae Young and there's this agenda, they don't want to acknowledge how good he's been, but he's been fantastic. And I think now that DeJounte Murray's gone, he's going to be more on ball and can lead his team to even more success. Paul George, 89 as well. Paolo Banchero's 89. I'm happy with that. Fantastic season, Paolo. Showcasing why the Orlando Magic picked him with the #1 overall pick. So happy for Paolo, and I'm happy for the Magic to push on, especially picking up KCP is not in the top 100. If you are telling me Keegan Murray is a better player than Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, you deserve lashes. You deserve to be shot. I just realized KCP's not here. Jimmy Butler, 89 rated. He did go down. He was a 95 last year. What were they doing? I thought it was 94 last year. Maybe he had like a boost on him, which brought him down to 95. But 89 seems about right for Jimmy. Didn't play in the postseason really. So I don't even know if he played. Did he play at all in the postseason? I don't know. But we need to see more Jimmy. We need to see more in the regular season as well. You can't just keep showing up in the playoffs, because look what happened. Because you didn't push yourself in the playoffs, maybe you just got injured towards the end of the season. You're on. Dame, 89. That's fair enough. Didn't have a good season. It's good of him to go down. Ja Morant only went down by 2. I expected more. I'm telling people, Ja Morant should not be lower than half the people here. Ja Morant is one of the best players in the league, and he's going to show you this season why he's one of the best players in the league. He just got injured, and when he was playing, he was fantastic. He was absolutely fantastic, because the Grizzlies without him were in a dire situation. So we'll see how he is. Got a new running mate in Zach Edey on his team, and yeah, they've got a good lineup to run out. I don't know who's going to run the 3 for them. Zion Williams maybe. Can't wait for them. Grayson Allen. No, Grayson Allen isn't even there. Where's Grayson Allen? Suns. No idea. Tyrese Halliburton. Good season for Tyrese. People are forgetting about it because in the Olympics he didn't get much PT. But he had a really good season. People forgetting he's All-NBA third team this season as well. Fantastic. Victor Wembanyama. This is up for debate. I think Victor Wembanyama is that good. Has he showcased whether he's that good? He's been in a bad team, so he hasn't been able to showcase winning. But I think he is that good right now, and I think during the season he'll prove to be even better than what is on his rating right now, over 91. But Victor Wembanyama, pure alien. Watch out for my documentary. Kawhi Leonard 92 doesn't deserve to be there. No show in the playoffs. I'm getting tired of it, Kawhi. I'm sorry. When you're playing, you're one of the best players in the league, 100%. The question is when you're playing. I don't even know if you're going to be fit to start the season. The season's in October. We're 2 months away. I don't know if you're fit. Kyrie Irving, except from that last series against Boston, fantastic season. Didn't play much in the regular season. He played a lot, but he just played just above half. But in the postseason, Kyrie, what a player. What a player. One day I'll get handles like that. No, that's never coming. Jaylen Brown, finals MVP, should be higher than this. He's a better player than Devin Booker. He's a better player than Anthony Edwards. He's a better player than Donovan Mitchell. He didn't have a better season than Jalen Brunson, but is he a better? That's arguable, but those are 3 players I think he's better than anyway. People like Jaylen Brown is a two-way fantastic player. Jaylen Brown is fantastic offensively and fantastic defensively as well. He was clamping up Kyrie in that series as well. We're not forgetting he was on Luka. He was Luka's primary defender, and he was absolutely stupendous. That's why he won Finals MVP. But people seem to forget this because they have these notions of the more charismatic players. I think Jaylen Brown's pretty charismatic, but they like the Devin Booker. He's pretty cool. He's a fashion freak. They got the Atlanta Anthony Edwards. He's probably the coolest player in the league. Anthony Edwards, without even trying to be. Surely Jaylen Brown should be higher than that. I'm disappointed in that. Jalen Brunson, go New York, go. Jalen Brunson is fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and in the playoffs he showcased on the biggest stage. He can just elevate even more, scoring 40-point games like he was absolutely nothing. I loved it. Jalen Brunson. If New York can make a deep run in the playoffs this year, I'd love it. I'm a Wizards fan, so I've got nothing to play for this year other than Cooper Flag. So if New York can go on a run, I would absolutely, I would love it. Anthony Davis, I don't know if he deserves from his play last year to be top 10, But the ability of Anthony Davis is a top 10 player. But what I've always thought is the idea of Anthony Davis is better than Anthony Davis. Do you know what I mean? KD, 9th of ability. The problem is you've got to like equalize the scale. You have to say how good this player is, not just how good they were last season. You have to balance it together. Jason Tatum, I would have him at just above. Stop refreshing the page, please. I would have Jason Tatum at just above Kevin Durant. Steph Curry should be above LeBron. I'm sorry, LeBron fans. Should be above LeBron. And then Joel Embiid 5th, Shea 4th, Giannis 3rd, Luka 2nd. Oh, so it's Luka, Jokic, and Giannis at 97 rated. I can deal with that. I can live with that. I think they're the 3 best players in the league. I think Shea should be a 95. I think LeBron and Steph should probably be a 96. I think they're better players than Shea. I think Shea has showcased he's fantastic. I don't know why they decided to rank people by their shooting. I'm pretty sure I saw that Steph was 99 in their shooting, 3-point shooting. But I think Shea should be a little bit lower. I'm being honest. And I think Joel Embiid should be a little bit lower as well. Joel Embiid, he's one of the most talented scorers in the league. We know it. But like we see in the Olympics, is it all ability? Is it? Or is it just playing to the rules? 95 ratings, I would have it. Nikola Jokic number 1, Luka Doncic 2, Giannis 3, Steph Curry 4, LeBron 5, Jason Tatum 6, all level with Shea and Embiid. That works for me. But that's all I have for now. Looking at the 2K ratings, they're not terrible, but they could have done a lot better. Hire me, Ronnie. I can fix your game. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, people, and I will see you in a bit. Boom.